Hey everyone, this is Craig Ries with Hollywood Junket. The Voice is back, season 21, and this is our first interview with one of the first artists from this season. Her name is Lana Scott. She is now on Team Blake. And Lana, congratulations. How's it going?
Thank you so much. It's going great. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's truly a dream come true for me and a dream I've had for about a decade now. So I'm doing well.
Yeah, this is awesome. And you've been in LA for about 3 years now, I think.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Just about a little almost 4 years now, yeah.
Was this your first time auditioning or have you tried before?
This actually is my sixth audition for the show.
Sixth.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I
I
have a
love
new
it.
motto, six times the charm.
Yeah. I like that.
Like who says three times the charm? No, yeah. Yep, six times. I actually
This day
auditioned
and
the
age, it
first.
never happens in threes. It takes a lot more work. So yes.
Right. Thanks, Craig. Got my back.
Well, I really admire that determination and congratulations, it paid off. So this is awesome.
Thank you.
So let me kind of go into the audition, some questions with that. You had kind of said that you were really hoping for Kelly to turn, and she did. But during Blake and Kelly's argument, you changed your mind and you went with Blake. What was kind of that thought process and that decision making?
Yeah. Well, when I was younger, I watched season one of American Idol and fell in love with
Yes.
Kelly Clarkson, like a lot of the world did. So I've always just dreamt of meeting her, singing with her. And when I saw that she was a coach on The Voice, who wouldn't want to work with Kelly?
Yeah.
And I think also being a female singer, there's certain things there that I thought, okay, I could really grow from working with her. And that being said, I've also, and it didn't quite show some of this on the show, but I've also always dreamt of working with Blake as a country artist. And he's had such a consistent career, and he's the one coach that's been there since season one. And
Right.
he clearly knows how to do it. He does a great job. And so it really was a dream for either of them, really all four of them, but they were like the two that I was just like, oh, if someone's gonna turn, maybe it would be them. And so
One of them.
yeah, the fact that they both did, I was just like mind blown.
Oh, that's so cool. At any point when Blake said that he's strictly country, then did you think, well, then I'm gonna go Kelly? Because you say you do both pop and country. So what was when he said those exact words, what were you thinking?
Right. I felt like he was more speaking on his behalf, like that's him. He
Yeah.
spoke like this is me, this is what I know and love, and I really respect that and like that about him. But I didn't feel like he was gonna try to change me because he heard me and where I was
Mhm.
coming from, and I feel like he's the right coach to want to um, make sure that I maintain the classic sound in my voice while respecting my vision of being radio pop country today.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't want to get rid of that. And I love that he noticed that. I've actually never heard someone quite say that way. So, and
Mhm.
he seemed to think that it was special and missing in country music. So I think that passion that he was showing me and the fact that it's Blake Shelton, I'm just like, what can I do? And
Yeah.
of course, my dad's voice in the back of my head. Pick one.
Yes. Yes. When Ariana and John left while they were arguing, what did you think about that? And like, what was
I think you could see on my face. I was like, what's going on? Because I was paying attention to two things at once. What was cool too, like about having a studio audience too, is I remember looking around a couple of times, like, are we all seeing this together? I think if there
yeah.
was no one there, I would have been like, am I really dreaming? Um, I also was honored that they even wanted to say something to me. John's like, "Can we say something?" And when you walk onto that stage, you don't know who's going to turn, if anyone's going to turn, who's going to even want to comment to you. So I was excited that they wanted to say something to me. So I was definitely happy when they had the chance to when they came back. But I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, it
I know
was
you guys
one
saw
of
it. I
my
was
favorite moments now. Yeah, that's so awesome.
laughing a lot on that stage.
How cool. What an experience. During a part when you were talking about what your passions are, and you were saying like you love being around other artists and other genres because that kind of keeps you on your toes and it pushes you. So are there any artists on The Voice this season that you've been really impressed or surprised by?
Ooh, that's a great question. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could say something about everyone.
Yeah.
I really, there's so much respect and adoration. These people are all incredible, and we all in this world, but these people, I've gotten to know their stories and why they do what they do. And so I'm a fan of everybody. I think some people that stand out more for me with my personal style and what I'm doing would be Parker McKay,
Mm-hmm.
which you will see tonight. Tonight is the last episode of the Blind Audition. So she's someone who is about to make her debut on the show. And I won't say what happens, but
Yeah,
getting
please
to know
don't.
her and her voice. She's a Nashville girl, and she doesn't classify as country, but I hear a lot of that influence, and we're very similar. Our instincts when we would jam together and hang out, we like a lot of the same stuff, and I think she's awesome. As far as who you have seen, I love Carson Peters.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's so adorable. And the person you see on stage is who you see off stage. He's so precious, and his mom's great, and just like so humble, and great songwriter as well. And the way he just plays the guitar and the fiddle like it's no one's business, it's amazing. So I would buy his album. I'm a fan. So I'd say Carson and Parker are two that come to mind.
I love it.
You can tell I could just keep going here and just
Well, yeah, and I say this every season, but since it's the first interview this season, it's so hard to just get on that stage, So every single artist that even gets on that stage is insanely talented,
yeah.
Amazing singers, So it's like, yeah, we could list everyone because
Right.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is hard. It's a stage that most of us have imagined stepping foot onto for a while or dreamt of. And like I know Mia said, I've been waiting to turn 13 so I could come here. And
Yes.
so many people, it's this dream. And then when you're actually on the stage and you don't hear a peep in the room, it's so quiet. And for me, I remember, I was feeling so many emotions. I had butterflies. I was nervous. I was excited. I felt ready, but also super surrendered that I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I had my whole speech for if no one turned what I was going to say, just like to thank them all, like how much it meant to me to be there. Cause you never know what's going to happen. And so
Of course.
I remember telling myself and writing in my journal, do my best, surrender the rest. So I think when I watch back the Blind Audition, you almost don't see a reaction when Blake turns, because I actually didn't process that he had turned.
Mm-hmm.
I was banking, hoping, praying that someone would turn by like the second chorus. So when Blake turned in the first verse, it didn't process in my mind yet. But yeah, it's unreal being on that stage for sure.
Well, you mentioned how quiet it is, and I love that they could hear you coming up, and they're like, "Are those heels or boots?"
Yeah.
That proves right there, like how quiet that is.
Right. It's so fun watching it back and hearing their commentary, because we don't, on our side, it's so fun to see what they're saying to each other, what their facial expressions are.
Going into it and hoping that Kelly or Blake would turn, were you afraid at all that they would be blocked? Like, did that ever come into your mind? What were you thinking about that?
That's definitely an understandable fear to have. I wasn't even thinking about blocks or much of that side of the game. That's a huge honor when someone uses their block, So that would have been really cool. I think Blake said at one point, like, I turned quick so I wouldn't get blocked. And sometimes on the stage you forget some of those really fun parts of the game of it. But that would have been really cool. I know a couple people had that happen, and I can't imagine what it's like to have someone turn and not have them as an option. It's such an interesting mind game.
Yes.
But then,
at least that they got a coach, so
right.
If someone's getting blocked, they're at least getting a coach still. So.
Exactly, yeah, that's true. It means somebody turned.
Right.
And I believe everything happens for a reason. So it's like,
absolutely.
if I was blocked, I'd probably be like, okay, that wasn't it wasn't the thing I was supposed to do. So
100%.
Yeah.
Well, one more question for you. We know you get to work with Dierks Bentley coming up, and we can't wait. So kind of two questions, and then we'll wrap it up. But how was it working with them? And dream question, what other artists, like pop or popular artists, would you love to work with going down the show?
Oh, these are fun questions, Craig. You're awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was I didn't know until I saw him who it was, and right away recognized him. And you'll see there's some stuff that in the battle episode, we had some funny moments and commonalities between us. But I will say that he, like Blake, is very caring, passionate, like great eye contact. I mean, when you're in a room with superstars, country superstars, as a country artist, it's such a it's so amazing to see how the worlds collide and you realize we really are all people,
Yeah.
and they're looking at us and they're even reminiscing on when they were in our shoes and relating, and could tell that they really want the best for you. Dirks made a comment about how he liked my hole in the bottle rendition when I first hugged him. That was really cool. I was like, so
Yeah.
he saw it and he liked it. Like that was my first interaction, so that was really neat. And I'm a big fan of him too. I mean, he's got so many songs that I blasted on the radio and listened to, and yeah. So to have Blake and Dierks, in my opinion, they're two of the strongest male country artists right now that are doing it. So it's just such a blessing. And then as far as Dream, you said someone to sing with for me.
Yeah. What other artists would you like love to work with?
I love Maren Morris.
Oh, I
She's
don't,
Oh, you gotta listen to her. She's
I
got
will.
2 albums
Yeah.
out and like a few singles. She's just, oh my gosh, she's great. I mean, she's like a country R&B artist. She brings a lot of soul to country, and what I like about her album is that there's really a song for any situation. There's a song for everything. There's even a song called "A Song for Everything" on her album. But she's amazing. Highly recommend that you look
I'll
her up,
check her
check her
out.
out.
Yeah.
And then someone who's more well known. I've always dreamt of meeting or singing with Faith Hill. Grew up
Oh my
listening
God.
to
Yeah.
her. Her voice is stunning. It's so
Legend. Yeah.
textured, and she just soars these crazy high notes, and I believe her. I feel every word. She just emotes really well. So those are two of my favorite country artists that I'd love to be in the room with one day and
Yeah.
just tell them how much I love them.
Yes. Ah. Well, maybe that'll happen, and I hope the best for you. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Craig.
Wait for the battles, and thank you for being our first artist interview of the season.
Yeah, it's so cool to know that. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure, and you're awesome. It's great to meet you.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited. I'm ready for this season again, and I'm just loving it.
There's good stuff in store.
Yes.
Thank
Well,
you, Craig.
thank you so much. Good luck with everything, and maybe down the line, if you're still on the show, we'll get to talk to you again. So
I love that. Brian, thank you, Craig. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you. And yes, that'll wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for watching. Again, all of our videos are on our YouTube channel, so you can check them there at Hollywood Junket. But my name is Craig Ries, and hopefully we'll have tons more interviews coming up. So I'll see you later. Bye.